So would you marry me? After yesterday, guys, he's like, no.
See, what happened was, no, I'm right now, I mean, I don't think I'm mature enough for marriage.
I think you are. I'm dead. I stay dead.
You can get on this dinosaur after I get you up.
Jump up is A?
Yep.
Oh,
You can jump on
got it.
Jump on his back.
Hi! Oh my god, it's so cute! You guys, I love like cute animals, like animation. I'm very weird. It's, oh my god, what? Like all I wanted to do was ride into the sunset on my little dinosaur.
They're not letting you be great.
Right, they are not letting me be great. No, but that's scary, y'all. I believe in Hollywood, they don't come up with ideas out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Mermaids are real, you guys. And I'm not just saying that because we're Pisces. Yeah. I do believe they don't get this stuff out of nowhere. Like what The Day After Tomorrow, Will Smith movies, I Am Legend. I do believe if dinosaurs can become extinct and they ruled the world one day, what makes us think that humans aren't going to become extinct one day? And one day there will be another Hercules type of, you know what I mean?
You ever watch?
It was a nasty place.
Okay.
It was a mess wherever you step. You know what I mean? Hercules, like Zeus, volcanoes, all that.
You ever watch Adventure Time?
No, put me on.
Oh man, so Adventure, I'm not gonna spoil what it's about, but basically, I guess even telling you is kind of spoiling it. But the concept of that, it's a cartoon on Cartoon Network, so you know it's like weird and whatnot.
Okay.
But the concept
and I love it.
Of
I
Adventure
love
Time, it's like what happened to the world after there was like a nuclear war, basically. And
Okay.
so basically all the stuff you're talking about kind of happens in that show, so it's
true.
It's kind of cool. You should definitely watch that when you get a chance.
Where do you think we're gonna be? Let's say we're in our 20s right now.
Right.
Let's see. Where do you think the world is gonna be when we're in our 50s? That's in 30. Wait.
That's
about 20 years from now.
It's kind of one of the reasons why I don't really want to have kids, because I have no idea. I have no idea, and I don't think it's responsible to bring a child in the world.
We are so much alike
in
certain ways. Like a lot of my friends who have kids now, right? Of course, I would never say this to them, but I just be thinking like, when I have a kid, I'm never gonna let my kid do what you let your kid do. The tablets, the iPhone tablets, they're on Instagram.
Right.
They're, you know what I mean? I can't imagine growing up in high school thinking I had to have a full face beat of makeup. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
These girls, you guys, literally when I go and I meet like fans and stuff, I don't even know how old they are anymore because they look older than me. And then when I ask them, they're like, I'm 19. And I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
You know, your face is more contoured than mine. It's a lot. The things that they look up to right now. Instagram is horrible.
Yeah, we call those, me and my friends, we call those traps.
It is.
Like you look at a girl and you're like, oh, she looks like she's like 27, but she's really like 17.
Yep. And that's, let's
really
talk.
Gross. That's really gross.
Now that we're talking about that, I feel like that's what happens to a lot of these rappers. I feel like these girls look so grown. I can literally sit next to a 19-year-old girl with her face beat right now and she would look the same age. You know what I mean? They tell these rappers they're this age, but really they're like 16. And then here comes Tekashi 6ix9ine with a rape case or whatever.
Right. When
he thought the girl was of age. You know, he has a daughter. I like 6ix9ine. I do like 6ix9ine. And like Bill Cosby. I made a joke earlier, but I am hurt about it because he reminded me a lot of my dad. The sweaters and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like that's probably for a lot of people.
Yes.
Most black people, basically.
Absolutely, and I feel a lot of ways about that situation, actually.
Kind of feel like betrayed and whatnot.
Yep, but I feel like he was about to buy a huge television network. I felt like the higher ups were like, this can't happen. That's giving black folks too much.
Conspiracy theory.
You know,
okay.
That's one. And then I also believe that he did, you know, give drugs to these girls. But let me tell you guys something, and I'm speaking from my standpoint. I've been around rappers and famous people, and I've taken drugs, and they didn't make me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did it on my own free will. To come out 30 years later and then blame these rappers or these people when I wanted to be a thought. You know what I mean? I wanted to turn up. I wanted to roll. I wanted to make the trap A. You know what I mean? And then when you're broken, high, dry years later, and you're like, how can I finesse this situation? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know. I'm sure Bill Cosby wasn't just drugging these girls. These girls were willing to go.
Willing to get that pudding pop.
For real. And I'm not, and this is not, I'm speaking from experience, being around females, being around rappers, a female myself. You know what I mean? You have a choice. These people don't be, you know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes I'm sure they do. But girl, you knew when you got in that limo, you know what you were doing. You knew what you wanted that night. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. And I'm not going to say it's all sex. I've been around a lot of rappers and drugs and never had sex, ever. It's fun. It's a party. It's a rave. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's more backstories to that Bill Cosby.
Right, and to get even deeper into it, Harvey Weinstein, his whole thing, I think he's still working.
He's out here in the street.
He's still working. So why is it that he can still do his thing, but Cosby's,
exactly done? I feel like certain blogs are taking us back in time. We're moving backwards. Now it is about white and black, and that is because the blogs pushing their agenda. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, of course people are racist. Like, I will say this. I'm from Chicago, right? Mixed melting pot, like out here on the East Coast.
Right.
You can go into any place and there's white people, black people, Indian people, Spanish people. It's a melting pot.
It's America, yeah.
Yeah, but in Atlanta, I will say, and mind you, my family is from Louisiana, the South. I came about by being raped by the French slave masters, the Indians, all of that. But I will say in Atlanta, in the South, racism is for real.
Of course, yeah.
I've been in a restaurant and seen white people come in and see nothing but black folks, including me,
and just leave
and walk out. And I'm not gonna lie, in Chicago, I've never seen that, ever. So in the South, it's still very real. So, and a lot of the blogs who run these blogs, they live in Atlanta. So you have to understand what type of agenda they're pulling.
Right.
Before you know.
And mind you, this stuff isn't new. It's just the fact that there's social media. So now we're seeing it.
Now we're seeing it. It's always been around. And I feel like the more attention that's being brought to it, the worse it's getting.
Yeah.
Because now I will be like, it's because I'm black. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, girl, it's because you're crazy. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
and I try not to, like in work and whatnot, I try not to think that everything negative happens to me because I'm black. I try not to think that way, but kind of never know,
And with the blogs, they're making you think that.
Right.
100%. I don't know. I feel like we are about to have a very serious thing happen to us. I know it. I feel it in my bones. And you being a Pisces too, we have the gift of foresight. We're very emotional. We pick up on energy. We're very sensitive. I know something's gonna happen. You think that we're just chilling?
Man, so what do you think? Like a race war or something like that, or
nope?
Not that drastic, but
I feel like not even like an apocalypse.
Oh, you mean to everybody?
I feel like an I Am Legend type of thing. Not that. I feel like there's gonna be a
zombie apocalypse, man.
I feel like we're gonna run out of something. And what you guys have to understand, when you run out of, think of when the new millennium was about to hit, how crazy people were.
Y2K?
Right?
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, and
I remember that.
We're used to like snow and stuff, right? Me in Atlanta, they're not used to snow. They don't have the equipment for it. So even when snow hits, the grocery stores are wiped clean.
Right.
You know what I mean? So imagine if something more serious happened.
That's the question. Do you believe in I guess I kind of know the answer to this question, but do you believe in global warming?
I believe it's already happening.
Right.
They're in Texas. There's snowstorms right now. You know what I mean? In Chicago, it's still warm right now. Something's happening, for sure.
I was talking to a coworker about this, and he had brought to my attention some type of like conspiracy theory where he well, not just him, but a couple people think that they're testing like weather devices and whatnot, and like they're purposely
doing stuff.
Yeah, changing the weather.
I believe it.
Like all those hurricanes and tsunamis out in the Pacific, you know.
I believe it.
Like in Malaysia and all that stuff.
I literally woke up last winter in Atlanta. Mind you, we hardly get snow, right?
Right.
I looked out my window and I thought I was on the south side of Chicago. That's how much snow was literally on the ground. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, like what? This is not normal.
Right. But I believe there's somebody higher than the government. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all are so into politics and this Trump stuff. There's people higher than that. Basically the people where Jay-Z and Beyonce is trying to get to. This is what Kanye is trying to do. He doesn't understand why, no matter what, how great he is, he's still a. That's Kanye's problem. And that's his problem with Jay-Z, because Jay-Z has kind of touched the high of the high.
Touched some type of place that he can't get to. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what it is. And he feels like him and Kim K are just as good as Beyonce and Jay-Z. But...
Okay. See how you feel about that?
I like Kim K. I think she's beautiful. You can't deny that. She's a gorgeous woman. And if you can make money off of taking selfies and showing your ass on the internet, do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she made herself a millionaire. Her whole family is millionaires. Kylie is worth, she's the youngest billionaire. Wow. How could I hate on that? It's not that I'm hating on. I don't like how they act like it wasn't from them spreading their legs.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? If they came out and was like, we did that, then I feel like people would respect them way more. But it's like M0RE, she's trying to be something that she's not.
Yeah, they were kind of disappointed that they were classifying as self-made, and it's like, well, look at the family she came from.
They're already rich.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, I did All-Star Battle. Ray J was the host. He's so nice. Like professionally, Ray J is awesome. I just can't even see him doing that with Kim K because he's so goofy. You know what I mean? Like, but I remember when the sex tape leaked, she was a beautiful girl. But let's be real, she stole Paris Hilton's whole you dig. You know what I mean? She started out as a stylist with Paris. Paris is always going to be number one. Paris Hilton was she did it first. You know what I mean? But you can't hate on somebody who figured it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my problem isn't with that. I always talk about Kim Kardashian and Kylie and call them basic. And the reason why I think they're basic is because they steal stuff from smaller companies. Like Kim Kardashian stole piercings and stuff from a black girl. Her name is like Tayana or something. Didn't give her no credit. Made $1 billion off of her idea. You know what I mean? Kylie Jenner with her lip kits. I'm not going to lie, though. Her Halloween lip kits are so cute. They're cute. But they steal from people. That's why they call them culture vultures, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I've been chilling here. No, you're like, play your video game.
All good.
No, sorry. I was just super tripping. But no, I do. What do you think about the Kardashians? Like, I'm tired of them, to be honest. I'm sick and tired.
I have no opinion about that. I've had no opinion since the sex tape came out. So
you probably don't even be interested in that type of goofy stuff.
Not really.
Foolery.
Yeah.
I love hanging out with people like him because he keeps me grounded. People like him. You know what I mean? Because the fact that I'm in television and stuff, it's so fake. You know, like it's all about looks. It's all about
putting on the show. Yeah,
it's really fake. You know what I mean? It drives me crazy because I'm so down to earth. You know, and I feel like sometimes you got to be something that you're not. And I don't like how Kim K makes people feel like they got to be beautiful. Well, or society standard of beauty. You know what I mean? It sucks.
Well, she kind of changed the standard of beauty, though. Can't deny that.
The bottle shape, the Brazilian butt lift, but that's the thing. Like for when, and I was close to getting one, but why? You know what I mean? And to be honest, I've had a lot of health issues in my past. I've fought 2 cancerous tumors. You know what I mean? I don't feel like if I did anything to my body it would benefit me. It would give me more problems in the long run.
Good.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
I've gotten a little work done. Y'all know I got my nose done. I got my hump shaved off. And sometimes I'd be upset about that because I'm Indian. You know, that hump signified my Indian, you know, and it was beautiful. But I want to be on television, and there's a certain, you want to have a nice profile. You know, it sucks. It's very shallow, you guys. And that's why I'm half crazy now. But it is. It's half, you know, I had to lose a lot of weight because TV adds 10 pounds. So for you to look normal on TV, you have to be super skinny in real life because it's 10 pounds more, you know? Right. So even me being how I am now, I will maybe look a little chubby on TV even though I'm not. It's very sad. And Kim K, she's always on television, so imagine how much she stresses to be perfect. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't even imagine being Kim Kardashian. And then Kanye is your husband, and he's all about perfection.
Right.
Two of the Claremont twins from Bad Girls Club, you know, they model for Yeezy. And they got a lot of work done. And a lot of, you know, people are like, they were so much prettier before, you know, the work and stuff. But you have to have a certain type of look if you want to be a certain type of level. And that's true.
Right.
Why you think Charlemagne bleaching his skin? You know, I don't know if that's for real.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. You know, he loves Charlemagne. And I do too. I like Joe Budden more than Charlemagne though. What do you think? What's up with this Charlemagne? What do you think about Charlemagne?
At first I didn't like him because I thought he was I thought the way that he treated people was unnecessary until I actually understood him, and he kind of self-admittedly kind of, you know, changed. He grew through a process and he grew. Kind of like how, like, because I'll tell people about Charlemagne, like, oh yeah, you should listen to or watch Brilliant Idiots with him and Andrew Schultz. And people are like, Charlemagne, I don't know, he's a dick. And I'm like, no, he's not a dick. The
greatest are though.
He used to be. He's a lot better person now. And then it's like, and I kind of like the same analogy I use is like when people.
Oh, you're still living. He killed me, big bad.
When I like tell people, like, I'll say like Chameleon is one of my favorite rappers, and they be like, the Riding Dirty guy? And I was like, yes, but he has more songs than just Riding Dirty. Right. So yeah, it's kind of like the same concept with Charlemagne. It's like, yes, he used to be a dick, but he's pretty cool. It's pretty inspirational now. You gotta kind of like dig deeper into what the commercial shows you, commercialized. You know what I mean? If you really want to, like Chameleonaire, that song was commercialized, but I'm sure if I really listen to his other music, he's lit, you know? Yep. It's really all about what sells and what Hollywood think. You know, it's really, whew. Yeah, I bet it's a lot. Sometimes I want to continue and be in it, and other times I'm like, I'm not even made for this. And that's what question I have for you. What are you trying to accomplish? Like, where do you like see yourself in? To be honest, a Wendy Williams. I want my own show. I want the JUDi show. I want to talk about topics. I want to give my opinion. Maybe not necessarily a live studio audience because I'm so paranoid and crazy, but I definitely want something like that. Okay. I definitely want my own show in whatever aspect that is. At first I thought my own reality show until I really am starting to realize the older that I get, I don't really like reality TV. I don't. You know, and I have to be honest with that. That's mature. You know, I really do. I'm good at it. I put on a show. But the aftermath and me going home and dealing with myself and the anxiety and watching the show back and like, finding flaws in myself. Yeah. And then you go back to the doctor and then you're crazy as hell. You know, it's sick, you guys. It is sick. But then I look at Wendy Williams, who people make fun of her all the time, you know, call her Wendell and, you know, call her a man and call her ugly and, you know, just all this stuff. She doesn't have a Brazilian butt lift, but Wendy is successful as hell. That's what I'm saying. I'm so sensitive, you guys. Sometimes I feel like Hollywood is not for me, but I'm so dope that Hollywood is for me. You know what I mean? But you gotta have tough skin like Wendy Williams. You think she cares what people think in her live studio audience? Yeah. No, she has a bump. She's on stage. You know, you know what I'm saying? She got it's true. It is true. It's true.
But she doesn't care what people think, you know, and I need to get like that.
Right.
What sometimes I don't, depending on what proof of vodka I drink. But ultimately, me as a human, I'm so sensitive, yo. I have the nicest heart. I think about everything over and over and over and over and over again. Hollywood is a hard business. You kind of have to be heartless.
Yeah. Makes sense.
That's why people can date each other and break up, and then their friends date them, and nobody cares. You know, it's crazy, right?